Imagine reaching into your pocket and pulling out an ordinary-looking quarter, only to discover that collectors have been searching for unusual examples of that same coin for years. The 2007 Wyoming state quarter has become one of the coins that frequently appears in online discussions, not because every piece is worth a fortune, but because a small number of exceptional examples have captured the attention of collectors across the United States. Today we're uncovering the complete story behind this fascinating quarter, from its history and design to its rare mint errors, collector demand, and the truth behind the values that many people misunderstand. Stay until the end because the final detail could completely change the way you look at every Wyoming quarter you find. The Wyoming State Quarter was officially released in 2007 as part of the historic 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful coin programs ever introduced by the United States Mint. Wyoming became the 44th state to receive its commemorative quarter in the series, celebrating the state's admission into the Union in 1890. The reverse design proudly features the famous bucking horse and rider, a symbol recognized around the world as an icon of Wyoming's ranching heritage and independent spirit. Alongside the design appears the state's nickname, the Equality State, honoring Wyoming's groundbreaking decision to grant women the right to vote long before it became law across the United States. The obverse of the coin continues to display the familiar portrait of George Washington, along with the inscriptions, Liberty, In God We Trust, United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum. Millions of these quarters were struck for circulation at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, identified by the P and D mint marks. Because production numbers were extremely high, most examples remain common today. That means a typical circulated Wyoming quarter found in everyday pocket change is generally worth only its face value of 25 cents. However, the collecting world has always rewarded quality, rarity, and unusual characteristics. Coins preserved in outstanding, uncirculated condition with brilliant luster, sharp details, and minimal contact marks can attract interest from collectors, especially when professionally graded at the highest mint state levels. These elite examples are dramatically scarcer than ordinary circulated coins because very few survive without wear or handling damage. One of the biggest reasons collectors continue examining Wyoming quarters is the possibility of discovering genuine mint errors. During the coin production process, mistakes occasionally occur when blanks, dies, or striking equipment malfunction. Authentic errors can include off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchettes, die cracks, retained cuds, die chips, misaligned dies, or dramatic double strikes. Each of these errors is created at the United States Mint before the coin enters circulation, making them legitimate mint-made varieties rather than damage that happens later. The larger and more visually dramatic the error, the greater the potential collector interest. However, true mint errors are uncommon, and every unusual-looking coin should be carefully examined before being considered rare. Collectors should also understand the difference between a real mint error and post-mint damage. A scratched surface, flattened rim, bent coin, chemical discoloration, heat damage, or machine damage after the coin leaves the mint does not make it valuable. Many coins shown online as rare errors are actually damaged after circulation. Experienced numismatists look for characteristics that match the minting process itself. Professional authentication services carefully inspect these coins under magnification to determine whether an unusual feature originated during production or occurred years later. This verification is one of the most important steps before assigning any significant value to a coin. Although there are many rumors online claiming that every Wyoming quarter is worth thousands or even millions of dollars, the truth is much more interesting. Value depends on rarity, condition, authenticity, and collector demand working together. A normal circulated example remains a 25-cent coin. A brilliant uncirculated specimen may command a modest premium, while a certified high-grade example can sell for considerably more because collectors compete for the finest known pieces. A dramatic, authenticated mint error can also increase value depending on its rarity and visual appeal. Every coin must therefore be evaluated individually rather than judged by headlines or viral social media claims. The Wyoming quarter is also admired for its historical symbolism. The bucking horse and rider has represented Wyoming for generations and appears on state license plates, promotional materials, and countless pieces of official artwork. Meanwhile, the title, The Equality State, reminds collectors of Wyoming's pioneering role in expanding voting rights for women. This combination of cultural identity and historical significance gives the coin lasting appeal beyond its monetary value. Many collectors include it in complete state quarter collections because it tells an important chapter in the story of American history. If you believe you've found an unusual Wyoming quarter, the smartest approach is careful examination. Study both sides under good lighting, paying attention to the date, mint mark, lettering, rims, and strike quality. Compare suspected errors with known minting characteristics and avoid cleaning the coin, since cleaning can permanently reduce collector value. If the coin appears genuinely unusual or exceptionally well preserved, professional authentication and grading may help establish its authenticity and condition. Certification provides confidence to future buyers and often makes valuable coins easier to sell in the collector market. The excitement surrounding the 2007 Wyoming State Quarter demonstrates why coin collecting continues to attract people of all ages. Every coin carries a story of American history, craftsmanship, and production, and occasionally one leaves the mint with an unusual characteristic that transforms it into a prized collectible. While most Wyoming quarters will never be rare treasures, the search itself keeps collectors checking pocket change, bankrolls, and inherited collections with curiosity and hope. Understanding the difference between ordinary coins, genuine mint errors, and exceptional high-grade examples allows collectors to make informed decisions instead of relying on exaggerated claims. As we conclude today's Collector Spotlight, remember that knowledge is the most valuable tool in coin collecting. The next quarter you receive may simply be 25 cents, or it could be an unusually preserved or authentic mint error example deserving closer examination. The key is patience, careful observation, and a willingness to learn the real history behind every coin rather than believing sensational stories. If you enjoy discovering the hidden stories of rare American coins, authentic mint errors, and collector-worthy treasures, subscribe now for more rare coin news, turn on notifications so you never miss a new collector alert, and join us in the next episode as we uncover another fascinating piece of American numismatic history.